The other major story is a national security and political bombshell. The Director General of ASIO, the Australian Security and Intelligence Organisation, our domestic spy agency, revealed a major espionage scandal. In his annual briefing, he described the success of the A-Team, a spy ring organised by an unnamed foreign power to influence Australia.
Several years ago, the A-Team successfully cultivated and recruited a former Australian politician. This politician sold out their country, party, former colleagues to advance the interests of a foreign regime. At one point, the former politician even proposed bringing a Prime Minister's family member into the spy's orbit. Fortunately, that plot did not go ahead, but others did.
Now, this is not only troubling but confounding. The ASIO boss says nothing could be done to charge this former politician because we didn't have foreign interference laws at the time, which suggests it relates to activity before 2018 when those laws were passed. But anti-espionage laws existed long before that. So was this person referred to the police for possible charges? If not, why not? And why not name this person? As it stands, all former politicians are made to wear the slur.
I think it is unfair on a lot of former MPs who are patriotic, as 99.9% on both sides are, and if there's one that they've identified who's not, then frankly that person should be outed and shamed.
We cannot have the head of our national security organisation go public with allegations against or statements of fact against a politician and then not have the guts to name who that person was. A rap on the knuckles from the head of ASIO is not appropriate, and it's not enough for someone who was a traitor to Australia.
I think for good reason, those facts are being kept confidential.
There have been two prominent recent occasions when politicians have been at the centre of alleged foreign interference scandals. Both those politicians have since left politics. Labor Senator for New South Wales Sam Dastyari resigned from the Senate in January 2018 following a long list of revelations about dealings with China. Chinese interests had paid some of Dastyari's personal bills as a senator. He'd argued Chinese foreign policy positions in public. He warned Chinese associates that their phones might be bugged by ASIO, and he warned his ministerial colleague not to meet with Chinese pro-democracy campaigners. Dastyari first quit significant positions in Parliament, then left Parliament altogether. And New South Wales State Labor MP Shaket Mosselmain had also been involved in considerable controversy about links to Chinese business interests. And in 2020, his electorate office was raided by Australian Federal Police investigating allegations of a foreign interference plot. ASIO was involved in those investigations and they focused on one of the MP's staffers. Mosselmain was initially suspended from the ALP but later reinstated, and he left politics at last year's state election. There's nothing to suggest either Dastyari or Mosselmain is the subject of the latest ASIO revelations. Many other politicians, past and present, have well-publicised links to foreign governments and interests, which is all entirely appropriate. And again, while speculation is rampant, there's no information that either identifies or excludes any former politicians, state or federal. And that's the problem with the way ASIO has chosen to handle this. So many people are now smeared in rampant speculation because of the alleged activities of one person. We need to know more. We need to know who that person is. And out of respect for their colleagues or their former colleagues, they ought to out themselves.